Hi, I'm Sonia, and in this video, I want to get you in touch with your awareness. I want to go back to basics of manifestation, and I want to do it in the way that I wish somebody would have done it with me when I first found manifesting. If you've been following me for a while, I have just crossed my 2-year mark here on YouTube, talking about manifesting, law of assumption, and my experience with it. And over the past year, I have been thinking about how would I have gone back and taught myself if I would have been the person I found instead of the path that I went down when manifesting came into my life. And the number one thing I needed to be different than the way that I was taught was I didn't need all the vocabulary words and all the, trying to understand all the stuff that is popular on social media when it comes to manifesting. Now, when I first found manifesting, it wasn't even law of assumption, it was all the law of attraction stuff, which I've talked about on my channel before, and how that was it led me down a path that took me forever to actually figure this shit out. And part of what I want to do with this channel is I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to apply it and get results with it. And I no longer feel that the best way to do that is to keep making the same videos about the same shit that I've made. I think there's almost 800 videos on my channel at this point. I've said everything there is to say on the popular topics that are talked about manifestation, and I'm tired of it, and I don't want to make those videos anymore. But I am inspired to speak on this topic, and I do want to help people understand, but I realized I have to do that my way. And my way is filming this video while my blankets and pillows from my bed are on my couch. I'm washing my sheets. And right now is the time I need to make this video while someone's getting work done on their house and there's like people outside. So hopefully you guys can't hear that, but I'm sorry if you can. And if this bothers you, please go find somebody else to learn this stuff from, because I'm clearly not the person for you. Because this is how I live my life. I live my life by the things that I talk about on this channel. And from where I started to where I am now, I'm a very different person. And that's not only where I started on YouTube, but where I started in my manifesting journey. I am a completely different person than I was 2 years ago. I'm looking back at those videos that I filmed like a year ago, and it's like, I agree with what I'm saying, but I find these videos kind of, I'm so disconnected from it. Like, I don't recognize that person. And I want you guys to have this experience, but I want you guys to have it in a way that is actually doable for you, in a way that you are going to have the experiences that get you to understand what the fuck I'm even talking about, so you aren't on this journey of running around in a circle for, weeks, months, years, decades trying to figure out something that you're already doing. You just don't understand how it's working, and in that not understanding, you're looking for answers, and it's a big giant mess, and it's time for that shit to change. And I'm hoping that with this video, this is the start of that. This is where I would have started talking to myself if I were to go back and teach her how to manifest. So the first thing, the basis of manifestation, all that it is we live in a world where every single individual person is having their own experience. This isn't woo woo or, crazy or like this magical thing. It's, you have your own experiences, you have your own belief systems, you have your own life, you have your own way of seeing the world. We are all unique individuals having a unique individual experience. That is your personal reality. Within your own reality, what you tell yourself is true is true. It is true for you. And if I believe the exact opposite for you, that truth is true for me. We are both equally correct in what we believe. We both will have proof and be able to have a debate of why we are correct. It doesn't diminish or make one of us better than the other and one more right than the other. We are both correct. We just have different perspectives on whatever the topic at hand is. And this is where people get caught up. We have this belief system that there is one absolute truth, and that absolute truth does not exist. The absolute truth that will be true for you personally is the one that you accept. How do you accept something is true? You do this in many different ways. Sometimes you decide something and that's just what's true. Sometimes you have to repeat to yourself to make yourself believe that that is true. You have to choose that it is true. And then depending on that, we're going to get into that later. It's a little bit more in the future of something that we would talk about. But the basis of what manifestation is you experience what you believe to be true. You're going to be proven right in whatever you're consistently telling yourself. And that is what I want to start the foundation of for you guys to build on. Where that starts is with your awareness. The awareness of your internal world, of your own personal reality. Not the things that are going on outside of you, but the way that you think and imagine. I believe that thinking and imagining is the exact same thing. There is no difference between a thought and an imagination, an imaginal act. What I think most people, or at least what I would have assumed people meant by thought versus imagination is a thought is something based more in fact, something that you are trying to figure out or planned for kind of thing. And imagination and imagining is thinking of things that aren't real and could never happen. That's not how our reality works. Whatever you tell yourself is true, and you are going to experience what you accept is true about yourself, about other people, about things, everything. Everything is what you tell yourself that it is. Nothing in life means anything until you put the meaning to it. And this is the stuff that you need to start becoming aware of. How do I function within myself? What do I think about? How do I imagine? What is my internal world like? Because that is what you are trying to change when you are manifesting. That is what you are choosing to change. You're not trying to change it. You're choosing to make a change within you. And it comes from the way that you have an opinion within yourself. How do you know that you have an opinion? Where does that come from? What is that like for you? And the best way that I can get you guys to experience this is to close your eyes and experience it. So if you are not in a place right now where you can get comfortable and close your eyes for a few minutes, please come back to this at a later time, but do not do this while you are driving or working or trying to do something else. I want you guys to take a minute, close your eyes, get comfortable, and experience your internal world. Experience your thought process, your imagination. What happens when you shut out the physical stuff? Because that right there is the basis of everything else. And without that awareness, you are fucked if you want things to change in your life. So go ahead and get comfortable. If you need to pause the video and get comfortable, whatever. I am making up this. I'm coming up with this. I'm not making it up. I kind of wrote out what I wanted to do, but I am creating this in the moment as I'm recording this video of exactly how it's going to look. Because again, this is how I function in the world. And you guys get to see that in real time. All right, so go ahead and get comfortable and close your eyes. And I want you to pay attention to what starts to happen. What do you become aware of? You become aware of what you're seeing or what you're hearing, or that you're cold or that you're warm. Do you have pictures in your mind? Do you have words in your mind? Are you hearing internally, well, this is stupid. Why are we doing this? How could this help me manifest? Or is it just calm and peaceful? What is it like when you close your eyes and shut the world out? Can you just sit in the nothing of having your eyes closed? Or is there a bunch of things happening? What do you notice in your internal world? All right, go ahead and open your eyes. What was that like for you? Is your brain really busy? Was there really nothing there? Were you thinking things, imagining things? What is the difference between thinking and imagining? Was there nothing there? Was it just calm? Was it chaotic? Because that's your starting point. That is your internal world. That is your reality. Your experience is all coming from within you. All of your emotions, all of your worries, all the things, your desires are all coming from within you in that space of having your eyes closed and not from the physical outside. That is the part of you that you need to get to know and change in order to experience something different outside of you. And that is what I plan on taking you guys through. I just wanted to film this video right now with my sheets being washed and the neighbors making noise. Why it needed to be right now, I don't care. I just have been wanting to make this video. I have time to make it, so I'm going to make it because I have learned from my own experience that if I don't just do this and make it and move forward, I will get stuck in a perpetual repetitive state of thinking I should do this and never acting on it. And I can't live like that anymore. That video I posted yesterday where I was using the songs to talk about manifesting and about how what you think about yourself impacts everything and all of that. I have thought about making that video for probably close to a year, and it has not left me alone for like a year. I have been repeatedly thinking of making the same videos for months, and I need to move forward with my life. I am learning about myself as much as you guys are learning about yourselves. We're all on different paths, we're all having different experiences. Our internal worlds are all different, but that does not change the fact that whatever you tell yourself is true is true. You are who you believe you are. You do what you believe you do. You are capable of what you think you are and what you think you aren't. And all of that comes from your internal world and what you are accepting as true. Not what is true for anybody else, but what you accept is true. And right now, I want you guys to start building that awareness of what that even is for you. Now, for some of you, this may be, you may be way past this. And that's awesome. But I want to, like I said, my goal is to go back and do what I wish somebody would have done with me so that I could have understood a lot faster and actually applied things correctly instead of wasting a lot of time making my life even worse because I didn't understand what manifestation actually was or what the fuck I was doing. I cannot tell you how many, once I actually understood what manifesting was, I can't tell you how many belief systems that I had constructed and built within myself while learning to manifest that I then had to destroy because they were bullshit. And I really don't want you guys to have to experience that because it's not necessary. But in order to do that, I have to, like I said, I have to do this my way, and it is not what anybody else is doing. And if, you know, you guys want to be on the road of the gimmicky, popular shit being talked about on this topic, then I am not the person for you. Please go listen to that shit. And I hope that it works for you. And if it doesn't, then maybe you'll come back here one day and decide, you know what? Maybe Sonia was right, and maybe I do need to pay attention to this stuff because something isn't right and it doesn't work for me when I do it the other way. Let me know if this video was helpful. If you want to leave a comment and let me know if you could just like the video so that I know that you guys enjoyed it and helpful for you. I have other ones that I want to build on this. I also have a bunch of other things that I want to do when it comes to helping you guys manifest and the way that I wish I would have done it. So, yeah, we will see where this leads. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love and light.